Hi, I'm Kimberly from One Eyed Doll, and you're rocking with Rockmetal Inc.
Alright, I'm Naycee. We're here actually in a little van.
Hey, this is a big van.
A big, huge van, exactly.
It's our tour bus.
Yes, and right now we are interviewing the lead singer, Kim, of One Eyed Doll. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Awesome.
So now you're opening tonight for Otep at Webster Hall, and you've been on tour with her for a while, right?
Yeah, we're a couple weeks into this tour, and this is our third tour together, so we've done a lot of shows together, maybe 100 or so.
Yeah? So how's the experience? Do you enjoy it? Is the fans, have they been receptive?
Actually, this is the best tour yet, I think.
Best tour?
Yeah, really receptive, welcoming fans everywhere we go. Big, packed rooms.
Right.
So, yeah, it's been really fun. We've had some surprising nights, too. Like last night in Springfield, the show got pushed super early.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I think by the time we went on, it was still daylight out. Yeah, it was really early. Doors were at 4 or 5.
Right.
Because they had another event happening after our show, so we all had to get out of there.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect anybody to show up, but it was probably the biggest show we've played in Springfield so far. People really came out, so.
You have a lot of loyal fans. I saw some fans giving you a rose.
Oh, yeah.
And a hug.
We get these nice presents at our shows.
Cute.
This one says NJ Heart OED because this fan is from New Jersey.
Yeah.
And there's the
I want to know about your, when did you start doing this whole music thing? Like, who are your musical influences?
Well, I was, I think, pretty influenced by the first performer I ever saw, which was my grandpa, Bernie Jones.
Oh, okay.
He was an old polka man.
Yeah.
And he did slapstick, comedy, acting, music, all sorts of fun stuff. And he would put on a hat and become this character.
Okay.
And so I think that sort of stuck to me. And then later in my life, when I decided that I wanted to become a performer, I went to him for advice and basically started following in his footsteps. And I think subconsciously do these things that are sort of his style, So that's definitely probably the biggest influence for me.
So, yeah.
It's my grandpa.
It's your grandpa?
Yeah.
What about, musically? I love your eye makeup. It reminds me of, Susie Sue.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
I love Susie. I think probably musically, before I started playing music, I listened to a lot of, Northwest Riot Girl. Okay. I guess that would be Bikini Kill, 7, Jack Off Jill, the Luna Chicks, Sleater Kinney, that kind of stuff. Okay. And I think that probably had a lot to do with how I turned out musically. Yeah. Musically? I think that's the closest thing that we sound like musically, is that musically, Oregon, Washington, Riot Girl scene. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So
I want to talk about your video. You have a video called Committed, right?
Yeah.
Can you talk to us about that, the concept of the video? And
yeah, well, it's basically, it was filmed partly in Centralia, Pennsylvania, where a silent film, I guess, is based. I still haven't seen silent film.
Is that
Silent Hill?
Silent Hill, right?
And then partly in Brandywine, Pennsylvania, and some of it was shot here at Central Park. We snuck the footage. Right. Yeah, because you're not supposed to film there without a permit. Right. We only had one day, so we just had to do it. Yeah. But yeah, it was really a really great experience. Patrick Kendall is from New York City. He's the director. Okay. Hopefully we'll see him tonight. Yeah. Might have a celebrity appearance tonight. But yeah, he's the same guy who did the You're a Vampire video, and it's just really, when we do stuff with him, it's just super collaborative, and I'll have these certain points that I want to get across, and then he comes in and has these visual things he wants to do, and then Jason will have some cool idea, and we just sort of all put it together, and it's generally pretty quick shoots compared to...
That was a one-day shoot?
No, Committed was a couple days. Mostly because we wanted to do some stuff in Centralia. It was so far away from New York, so spent the night there and did that. But
mental patient, how I wish this room was vacant. Can't seem to break through these padded walls. Kicking, screaming, drooling, biting. They say there's no use in fighting. So many white coats can't handle them all. One more mark against society. Can't you see I'm not a threat? I'm no simple proletariat. I'm
You're a Vampire was like 10 hours in a row. We just shot for 10 hours and that was it. And then he had it out like 2 weeks later. Finished, yeah.
And chase the squirrels and drain their blood because...
So what's next for you? Because I know, are you in the process of recording an album, a full-length album? Or
we have our next album finished and mastered.
Oh, it is?
Ready to go. So we're just figuring out how we want to release it.
Independently, right?
Maybe. We're kind of checking out our options because the last release we ran out of copies so quickly that we couldn't even get them to all of our fans.
Right.
So our demand has exceeded our supply, and we're looking at how we can put our next thing out in a bigger way. And if we end up getting funding for that, that's great. And if not, we'll just do it independently again. And
do it yourself.
Do it how we usually do it.
Because that's what a lot of people are doing now, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You know, it's a different world for artists like us.
Okay. Do you guys have a title? Do you know what you're going to name the album? Or
it's tentatively titled Committed. So that's kind of the vibe that you can get from the album is like that song. It's the first like single off of it.
Okay. Where can people find you? Like, can you give all your contact info?
Yeah, my cell number is oneeyeddoll.com, ONEYEDDOLL.com, a lot of double letters. There's Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. Yeah, all of those things. And we really...
So you really embrace the social networking.
Yeah, we love hearing from our fans and...
connecting with them.
Yeah, we really try to reply to everybody, and I mean, I'm sure that we fail a lot on that, but I really do my best because it's just so encouraging to hear directly from your fans and how they felt about your show or how they feel about this song or how, you know, their
feedback.
Yeah, it's great. It's because we obviously can't get snail mail, fan mail stuff on tour.
Right.
You know, it's all piling up in Austin on our P.O. box.
Is that where you're from originally?
Yeah, Austin, Texas. Oh, okay. And so while we're on the road, we can still get all this awesome feedback because we can just look online and see what our fans are talking about, and it's really cool. Yeah.
Now, what about, do you have a message for your fans that are watching this? What would you like to say to them?
Say no to drugs, kids. Because I'm a policeman, as you can see, and I'll arrest you.
Show all your merchandise here. It's kind of cool.
Oh, we have random merch piled around.
Yes, check this out. Sweatshirts, hoodies.
We actually we got a big shipment. We had too much to fit in the back, so we had to unload a few boxes. And
we've been sleeping on top of it.
Yeah, sleep on top of it.
Now I noticed like you got petticoats. I want to talk.
Melinda's our merch girl. She wears that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's really cute.
I was going to ask you what your style, your influences. You know,
I do some of that, and it's kind of different all the time. But I'm sort of a drag queen. I like.
Oh, okay.
I like dressing up. And
do you like RuPaul's Drag Race? Do you watch that?
I don't have TV, but
No? Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Right.
I think that's cool. But,
Okay.
RuPaul is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I love Freddie Mercury. You know,
Yeah.
I love the theatrical, dressy uppy silliness.
Elton John, David Bowie.
Elton John. I touched someone who touched Elton John.
Oh wow.
That's
Okay.
my claim to fame.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna have on my gravestone. But yeah, you know, I love all that kind of stuff. I love the divas, and that's kind of what I'm about. I kind of got my start in Austin when I first got there. I lived in my van, and
Right.
I used to play pretty much a residency once a week or once every 2 weeks at the there's this like leather gay bar.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's all men, and they're
You
all
were the
like
only girl?
chaps and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, and so we would perform there, and I think that's probably when I started laying on the like boas and glitter and glam, and it was like
the drama.
Yeah, and it was sort of, you know, and they encouraged that so much that I sort of was able to just, maybe that's where that came from, but,
Right.
you know.
And that you can incorporate that now into what you do.
Yeah,
Right.
So I'm just a drag queen. That's
Well, Kim, thank you so much. It's been in your van. This is an experience. And I guess good luck on your show tonight.
Thank you.
All right.